Boxing has a quirky way of scoring. It's round by round, and unless there's a knockdown, it's just 1 point per round. Yeah. So sometimes you could see a fight at the end, you go, fighter A won. But when you break it down round by round, you go, oh, I guess it was 6-6.
Wishing you nothing but the best. Everybody believes you're a rising star, and I hope it proves true. And thus far, you're doing your thing. Congratulations to you.
Some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. And I think tomorrow the world will take notice of how great he is. There's a reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this.
Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman both praised Shakur Stevenson's speed, rhythm, and control, saying he looked sharp from the opening bell and completely outclassed Teofimo Lopez throughout the fight.
Come on, start that. Two different body types. One to me is a better puncher.
True, yes.
Shakur can punch way better to the body than Lomo can.
Loma
He's a
had
totally
more
different type
power
of animal.
at his weight than Shakur has had so
That's
far.
for sure.
At his weight.
No, I agree with this. Shakur is longer than Loma and naturally bigger, but you can't say that Shakur is ahead of Loma. He has not proven that yet. Maybe he will be, but man, that's a lot. Very few fighters.
He's a great.
Yeah,
so what's your favorite fighter, though, Shady?
Bro,
and still he's telling you.
Right, and Shady also loves Teo. Shady's a big Teo fan.
That's why one thing about your boy, I keep it 1,000. I don't have no favorites. Shakur is my guy. He's my guy.
Max Kellerman added that the result wasn't a major surprise, pointing out that Teofimo had previously lost to George Kambosos, a fighter he believes is nowhere near Shakur Stevenson's technical level.
Question, even in the loss that he had against Kambosos, where he had a puncture, like he had some medical condition in his esophagus that was dangerous actually, and it looked like an off night. By the way, George Kambosos doesn't like when I say this, and I apologize. I understand it feels unfair to you, and maybe it is.
After the loss, and while dealing with an injured eye, Teofimo Lopez admitted his game plan didn't work. He accepted the outcome with class, saying the better man won and showing respect to Stevenson's performance.
Oh, man, how you doing,
Your thoughts on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man, that's all.
You put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to event like that time Kambosos beat you. You want to dip into it straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work.
Ryan Garcia shared his reaction on X, saying Teofimo came in with the wrong game plan, which allowed Shakur Stevenson to dominate with ease. Terrence Crawford also weighed in, calling Shakur not just good, but great, saying he's the best, and now the world will finally recognize it.
Great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff, but they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing, you know. And tomorrow he
Wade Phelan stated, Shakur Stevenson might be the best boxer in the world right now. He dominated Teofimo Lopez and made it look easy. As Shakur secured the win, Andre Ward reacted live, calling him great and saying he will continue proving his dominance.
You better leave that alone.
What did you think of Shakur's performance tonight?
He did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might be?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that he could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know, so he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on he tried to get going. He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of.
Ward went on to say that Shakur Stevenson is clearly one of the top 4 fighters in the world today and will keep separating himself from the rest of the field.
I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he got an answer. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And, you know, was at 4 divisions now? 26, 30, 35, 40.
How good is Shakur? I interviewed Terence Crawford and he said he could be the greatest of all time.
We don't know. He's not done yet. You know, he's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long.
Lennox Lewis reacted by saying it's extremely difficult to counter someone who moves as well as Shakur. He added that Shakur's dominance didn't surprise him and that this type of performance was expected.
And let me tell you, Shakur moves so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, you know, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the 4th round.
After the 4th round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. You know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is...
Keyshawn Davis echoed that sentiment, saying it was no shock at all. He believed Shakur was always going to perform at this level and showcase his skill and control.
Think like that, he took it out of him.
Nah, I wasn't surprised because the ref kept saying, show me something, Jermaine, show me something. And one time Jermaine was like, all right, like for real. So I wasn't surprised at all. And plus his eye was shut, it was bleeding, like it was time to stop.
Incredible.
Promoter Eddie Hearn said he was confident Shakur would win, but even he didn't expect the fight to be this one-sided. He praised Stevenson for exceeding expectations and dominating with speed, skill, and composure.
He would just be too good.
Yeah.
Like he didn't really have to
listen, I was fully confident he'd win the fight. I didn't think he'd win it as widely as that. I thought, you know, I mean, look, Teo's a great fighter. He made him look average in there. And that's because Shakur is so good, his IQ is so good, his footwork is so good. I actually think he could have stopped Teo if he would have pushed on the gas a little bit, but didn't need to. It was so easy. He's a 4-division world champion at 28 years of age. Phenomenal.
What was his excellency saying ringside watching it?
Just that he's so good, you know, and I think sometimes people think that you know, Teo can do a little bit more, but like every time he tried to, he was just getting countered, peppered, and yeah, it was phenomenal to watch.
Conor Benn always managed to come away.
Started on a few people tonight, yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, so I just spoke to him there. He said his style's boring. He said if you like boxing, he gets it, but other than that, it's easy work for him. That fight realistic?
Yeah, why not? Look, for me, I still dream of Conor Benn winning a world title.